Hey guys, hope you checked out my last video. I picked up some stuff from the record shop today. I've had to split the video because otherwise it'll be too long to upload, and it just takes too long with the internet speeds where I live is awful. So I showed in the last video some CDs on vinyl, and I'll show you the rest of what I got. And right, let's start off with a CD. You showed that. I think there's only 2 CDs to show and the rest is vinyl. Yeah. Right. I picked up this for £1. £1. And I already had the Vertigo UK, no, the Vertigo West German copy. And then I found this one and I thought, hang on a minute, this is different to mine. This is the Warner Brothers American version of this awesome album. And it is Dio's The Last in Line. Yes, very cool. So there you go. The back cover is different to the Vertigo one. Oh my god, one of me is enough. You don't want to see another one there. So yeah, this is all in different. I should have grabbed the other one to show you the difference, but I didn't think of that at the time. Oh, I need to change the tray inside, but yeah, there it is. Great album. If you've never heard of Dio, go and check him out. He was in Elf and Black Sabbath and Heaven and Hell, and did some great solo records. So yeah, there's the Dio one for £1. Couldn't go wrong with that, could I? Next one, I'll show a record. These records are going to be a bit lighter than most of you are used to me showing. Actually, no, I do show light things. Right, for you pop fans out there, like me in some ways, 80s pop, synthesizer stuff. I picked up this today, Aha's Call Your Name, 12-inch for £1, and I thought I'm not going to miss that up. weren't going to leave that there, no way. The other records that were there were ones I already had, but yeah, and I Call Your Name. Not my favourite song of theirs, but it had to be in my collection. So The Way We Talk is the B-side, and there's another track, The Blood That Moves the Body, which is on Stay on These Roads album. And the record does need a clean, unfortunately, but that's what happens when you buy the cheap records from the record shop. They don't get clean, they just get put in a box, and you have to do all the cleaning yourself. So that's the chance you take. And normally I just whip it out, that's the record that is, and I have a quick look and go, yeah, that would do. And for £1, the record was in good nick, very good nick. It's just the sleeve that's a bit slightly worn down and a few bends in the edges, but other than that, for £1 you can't go wrong. The other one, trust me, I'm going to show something that's rock after. So the other one is this one by a band I like from the 80s, and I definitely didn't have this on vinyl, and it is Talk Talk, Spirit of Eden. This is from 1988. I think this is the last album they did, I'm not sure, so correct me if I'm wrong, I forgot, but I do have some of their records on vinyl and a few on CD. So yeah, this one's quite a it's quite a quiet record. It's a lot of music and hardly any singing to it, to be quite honest. So yeah, it's got lyrics that side. It's the record was in amazing condition, so I couldn't pass it up. It's got the old Parlophone label there, look, Talk Talk one. 1988. PCDSD. That sounded like some sort of disease. Sexual disease. PCSD. 105. There we go. So you still had Lee Harris on there on drums, Paul Webb on electric bass, Tim Freese Green on piano and that, Mark Hollis on vocals. I can't get the record to go back in, being very stubborn. That's better. So yeah, I was really chuffed. And that was only £2 for an album, so sometimes you can get a bargain. The other one that I was really, I looked and I was after this album for a long time. I had it on cassette back in the late 80s. It's the first cassette I ever bought with my own money, and that was Bryan Adams' first, his album from 1980. I think was it the second album? Or was the first one that took off? I know that he did something in the late 70s, but I can't think what it was. But yeah, the album from 1980, and I was after that on vinyl, and I was going through the rack. I was like, Bryan, and it was in the A's, and all of a sudden at the back there was Bryan Adams, and I saw it, and I thought, £5, bargain. I pulled it out, and all the front cover was all ripped open, big hole in the front cover. I was like, oh my god. The record was okay, but I just didn't want to show you that in my video or put that in my collection. So I know I've got a Europe The Final Countdown album with slightly ripped on the back with a hole, but I had that given to me, so I'm not fussed about that. But the Bryan Adams one was, I was like, you know when you find something that's a grail of yours and you go, yes, I found it, and it's like next to nothing, like £5 or £1 or £2, and you think, oh, I've got to hit the best, the bargain of the century for me, and then you pull it out and it's completely destroyed, and it's like, oh, great. The heart went, sank. Right, enough of my babbling on. I'm going to show a CD, then a vinyl, okay? This CD is more AOR, rock, hard rock, heavier rock, I think. I haven't listened to it all. I've never even listened to this album before until this morning, and I listened to the first song, and I was just like, it played it in Vinyl Vaughan shop, so everybody could hear, and I was like, I'm having that. And even the guy that was volunteering in there went, oh, John, and he's a Kiss fan, and he likes hard rock and heavy metal, and he goes, oh, I wish I'd known about that. I would have bought that. So let me know if you've heard of this band. It's got somebody that is a singer from another band on backing vocals, and that person is Terry Brock, who's on backing vocals. Terry Brock was in Strange Ways, and I think there's another band he did. Was it something called The Sign? I'm not sure. Let me know if that's what that is as well in the comments below. This band is called Seventh Key, and the album is called The Raging Fire. Now, the first song made me buy this. This was £1. Okay, this is from 2004. It's on Frontiers. And to be quite honest, the first song was worth getting this for. The Sun Will Rise. Just the intro. I said to you, put it on within the first 10 seconds, I go, I'm buying that. This is just, I think, I'm hoping the rest of it's going to be awesome as well. But yeah, seventh Key, Raging Fire, and Terry Brock from Strange Ways is on it. I was just like, wow. I'm going to let you know who else is on it. So that's the CD inside. And let's have a look. It's got all the lyrics inside in the booklet. So this is, I'm assuming, this is the guy behind Seventh Key. Don't know who he is yet until I've read more. And if you know, put it in the comments. Right, so we've got a guy called Billy Greer on bass and lead vocals. So I don't know if that's him. Mike Slammer is on guitar, keys and bass. Jamie Thompson on drums and Terry Brock on backing vocals. And there we go. And if you want to see more of that, I will be putting it on my Instagram. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on Instagram, I probably would have posted that already. And if you want to check my Facebook page, you can go on there. There's I normally post all sorts of things on there. And here we go, the last record that I got today. And this was I'd seen this last week. When you saw my video last week, I'd seen this record, picked it up, put it back because I got the record I showed last week, and that was do you know what? I can't remember what I showed last week now. So if you watch the video, it's in there. Right, so this is what I found. I'd mentioned this record in the last video, and I couldn't remember how the title of the group was, and it is actually HSAS. So, and the album's Through the Fire, and it's Sammy Hagar, Neil Schon, who else? I can't think who these other people are. Probably people I have no idea. Well, who are they? Right. Somebody Aronson and someone Shreve. I have no idea. But yeah, I liked the cover. This album is from 1984. I didn't think it was that old. And also, I've just noticed this. I didn't see this before. This is a gold stamp promo, and it is the property of CBS demonstration only copy. Wow, that's even better. £5. I was like, wow. And it's in amazing condition. Right, there's the inner sleeve. And there's the back. So the other guys are Michael Shreve and Kenny Aronson on drums. Bass. So yeah, there they are. And the record's on Geffen. There's the label. I sort of made up with that now, seeing I think I did better than I thought, seeing as a gold stamp promo, demo one. Wow. Through the Fire. Let me know if you heard that and what you think of it. And I don't know if there's anything free in it. No. And that is it for all my stuff I got this weekend. And I'm going to be going back next weekend and seeing what goodies I can get. And the charity shops are open on Monday, so probably next weekend I'll be looking at those as well. Hopefully you've got some good stuff in there. So yeah, cheers for watching. Keep rocking and listening to whatever it is you're listening to. And thanks to everybody that follows Facebook. My Facebook, that is, not anybody else's. My Instagram and my YouTube channel. Awesome. And see you later.